Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. So yesterday I uploaded this is Satoshi VM, the SAVM token a scam? And after I'd uploaded it, I stuck on the telly, put on YouTube, and I caught a bit of Crypto Banter. And he was talking about Satoshi VM right at the same time as uploaded my video. And it was very interesting. Okay. So I'm going to show you the bit. Okay, let's just play this quite a bit. I'm just going to play it all. Okay, so it's a few minutes.
This is a good one. And Zach XBT actually tweeted a thread. Remember, with influencers with a lot of followers start shooting a project at the same time, it's likely because they have an allocation and will dump their cheap tokens on you. And this is a part where you need to understand who you are trading against. And this is the most important part here. So remember, I showed you very early in the show how a lot of people were shilling a project at exactly the same time. No disrespect. As I said, Satoshi VM is
so shilling a project at the same time. So Satoshi VM, Miles Deutscher, it's one of the most hyped new projects in crypto right now. So Miles Deutscher was one of the people, one of the influencers who was promoting it. If you look back through his tweets, you can see that here we go, Satoshi VM again. He's mentioned it several times over the past sort of few days. SAVM, airdrop coming, SAVM chart. If you got into the SAVM IDO, you're up 100x. Thing is, you couldn't get into it because it was only for it wasn't for the peeps, okay? It was for the influencers. So yeah, so clearly he was several times he's but every tweet. I guess this might be a thread. Okay, so clearly he's mentioned it a lot of times. Oh no, let's go back to the video because it's important. That
amazing project. I think we're invested in the project. We love the project. But I want to show you how what you should have been looking out for this weekend is the frequency of posting and the similarity of the posts by high profile Twitter accounts that you actually trust.
see there, post is put. I honestly don't remember the last time I seen hype around a token like this. And if you go to sort of Miles Deutscher on the 15th of January, well, I think I've said it. I've read it already several times. So Satoshi VM is one of the most hyped new projects in crypto right now. It's like they're all given like a script.
Now, what does that tell you? Do you think that they all just decided to just tweet? No, they all have allocations, and they got their allocations in the private sale. And chances are they only got a certain percentage of their allocation. They didn't get the whole amount of their allocation. And if they want their whole allocation, then they've got to show the project that they're actually shilling. Otherwise, there's a good risk that they're not going to get their allocation. Because what happens with these IDOs is there's usually like a ringleader. And that ringleader brings all the influencers together and he gives them all an allocation. So I'll go there, I'll say, look, I want a $10,000 allocation. He'll say, look, you're only going to get a $2,000 allocation, but you know, you have to promise me that you're going to do shilling and da, 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 da. And a lot of the influencers will say yes. We don't do that shit at Banter. In fact, when we do invest in a project, we actually give them a letter like this to say, look, Crypto Banter never enters into any investment agreement that requires us to promote, advertise, mention any project on any of our mediums. We just don't play the game. But not all influencers have that. And so a lot of influencers actually get into an agreement where they say, look, we will give you a
Just watching some of the chat going through as well. The devil calling out the devil.
but you got to promise us you're going to show the project. And instead of giving them all their tokens up front, the influencers actually get a little bit of their tokens, and they only get the rest of the tokens if they actually execute on the show. And so what happens is when you see these influencers, and I'm not talking about specifically this project, I'm talking to you about all projects. When you see a lot of people shooting the same project, that does not mean that it's a good project.
Yeah, someone else put in there. Miles was in there. Okay.
That means that there are a lot of influencers who are shit scared that they won't get the rest of the allocation if they don't support the project. Be careful, because this is who you're trading against. These are the guys that you're actually trading against. If you go and buy something after the launch of the IDO and you see a lot of influencers shilling the project, you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. They are earning their keep. They are earning their keep, and they are making sure that they don't forfeit the rest of their token thing. And the truth is,
it's funny, this guy put in, well done, Ran. These guys are BS. One of his teams in there. Amazing.
Is that we'll keep highlighting this to you guys. We'll keep showing this to you guys. We'll keep showing this to you guys because we believe that this is really, really bad for the industry, and we'll never do it. In fact, as I say, we'll never get into any agreement with any project that
so they'll never do it. Amazing.
Gives any allocation and then expects anything in return. We don't do shit like that. And I wish
Crypto Banter don't do shit like that, folks.
That the rest of the influencers would apply the same thing. Because I saw what happened many, many, many times when there were launches. And you think to the untrained eye.
So he's put at this point, Miles was shilling. This boy's put, who's going to tell him? Who's going to tell him that Miles was shilling?
What you think is that, shit, this must be a really good project. But when we, the trained eye, look at those posts, we know he got an allocation.
This guy's put donkey tokens. This is something that Ran was promoting on his channel ages ago, by the way. And just look at this, donkey tokens. This is donkey finance. That one looks good. 99.85% down. Anyway, let's carry on.
And he got an allocation. And he got an allocation. And he's shit scared to lose his allocation. And he's shit scared because he's only got 10% of his tokens. And he's shit scared because he's getting 10% of his token.
Someone's put here, Miles would like to disagree. He has so many freaking scams.
And that, for me, is what you guys have got to look out for. That's who you're playing against. So what I recommend, well, if you see a lot of shilling, even if you like the project, take some profits. Because chances are what's going to happen is the influencers are all going to move to the next project. And when they do, they're going to forget the old project until very close to the next token unlock for them. And then what you'll see is it will start coming up again. Go and get the influencer token unlock schedules, and you'll see how the shills exactly equal when the token unlocks actually happen. And that's a game that not only won't we play, we won't condone either. We will not condone that kind of behavior. I think it's disgusting. I think that is the kind of behavior that is designed to fleece normal people out of their money. We'll never do it. We'll never, ever, ever invest in any project that has any kinds of terms and conditions in terms of exposure. Of course, we'll talk about the investments that we made because that's what we do. We make investments and then we research the companies, and whatever we learn, we tell you, and we tell you what we paid. In this case, I mean, we got into the early stage rounds of Satoshi VM, and I mean, we're in. We're in. In fact, I think we may have even sold some tokens because at 300x, if you're not selling, then, I mean, you must be an idiot. I don't know. Would you sell if you made 300x? As much as I love the project, I think it's a fantastic project. If I make 300x on a project, got to take some profits. So anyway, listen, now you know how to get in. Now you know how to find these things. Now you know who the best launch pads are. And you know exactly who, you know exactly who you're playing against. And you've learned to identify. And so you're smart. And so you have every single one of the tools that you need to make these 200s, 300s, and 400x's. And I know I didn't make any friends saying this, but I think the most important thing is for you to understand how to make money and for you guys to be safe. So listen, I'll see you guys again tomorrow.
So, usual spiel. So Miles Deutscher, you know, all these tweets. So he's basically talking about Miles Deutscher, okay? Miles Dirtbag, or... And here he is, you know, he's part of the team, okay? I wasn't 100% sure he was still part of the team, actually. But yeah, I thought he was. Team. So we're on the Crypto Banter, about Crypto Banter. Team, Ran, Fred, Sheldon, Hustle, Miles. He's part of the team. He's on the website. Okay. And you've got Ran saying he won't stand for it. Okay, he won't stand for it at Crypto Banter. So to me, that says he's got to sack Miles Deisher. Okay, he's got to sack him, hasn't he? If he won't stand for it, he's got to get rid of him, because Miles Deisher, he's going against their philosophy. Okay, so when are you going to sack him, Ran? When are you going to sack Miles? That's what I'd like to know. Okay, catch you later, guys.